WarRoomSports.com. Get that mobile app.
What's going on, Big Brother Nation, and welcome to another edition of Operation Big Brother, brought to you by War Room Sports. I'm one of your hosts, Devin McMillan, and I'm here to discuss the latest in Big Brother 16 with my partners at the round table. We got Miss Adina. Hey, Dina.
Hola.
Get your Roy Jones off of the camera now. We got the homie, Frank. What's up, Frank?
Yeah, I'm just glad Derek has my back. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, I was just getting ready to say that.
Yo, daggum, my man not gonna get his diesel truck, man. I got my partner Jimmy, the Blueprint, War Room Sports.
Yo, my man Frank just stole my intro. I just want to say, man, listen, man, rest in peace to Beast Mode Cowboy. You just got Judy chopped.
Dadgum. We got the homie Hutchinstein in the building.
Salutations to the BB Nation, man, and Derek we trust, hashtag heard that.
And we have Miss Parrish. What's up, Parrish?
Hey, next week, Derek's gonna win 500K. That's too obvious right now.
Well, knowing Derek, he'll probably get those two to volunteer the 500K tournament.
Yo, Derek might lose on purpose because he doesn't want the 500K because he's gonna make a meal some other house. Like I don't even know what to believe anymore about anything.
Yo, the obvious conversation that we gotta have right now is about Derek and how, as the game has gone on, his manipulation has increased, and now he's just in the diary room just telling us about it. Like watch this. This is what I'm about to do. And then he goes out there and he does it. I mean, besides Frankie going out, which we knew was going to happen, and he got a little cocky on him, talking about his 1.5 million followers, and he's the most powerful guy in the game, even though he's leaving the game. That makes no sense. What do you guys think? I mean, the final three: Victoria, we know she didn't do anything to earn it. Cody, and Derek. Somebody go, man.
So, I don't even know what to say. I'm in
Mac.
shock. I'm in shock. My man literally had everyone on the show saying, "I don't care. Derek's got my back."
Yeah.
Or the only person I have to stay loyal to is Derek.
Yo, he said that, B. Yeah. And hold on though, Derek might be the greatest player ever, man. Shout out to Dan. We've been calling Dan.
Derek is better than Dan.
I've never seen nothing like this, yo. I've never seen.
Still gotta win first.
Yo, but even when we gave Dan the title, right? He didn't win that year. We gave him. He won before, but I'm saying that the reson we gave him the title as the GOAT wasn't because he won.
Right.
It's because of
if you come back and get to do that, if Derek comes back and does it again on an All-Star joint, yeah, it's definitely arguable. At this point.
Listen, they changed the rules where 4 people were going up in the beginning game. 4 people. He didn't go up once yet. How's that possible?
Yeah, that's true. That's not one.
And this is another thing. If you look at the last 3 people that were in the house with him, he has one person faking that she doesn't like him to make his standing higher in the house.
To help him win 500K. No benefit to herself.
And she's gotten another chance to come back, and she's still doing it. So that's one person. He has another person who makes every move for him, and that's Cody. I got to stay loyal to Derek. The only person I owe something to is Derek. And then you got Beast Mode, Bomb Squad, Cowboy, who volunteers himself every other week at the whim of Derek. Seriously?
Dog, he sat next to Nicole, right? She said, "You're one of the greatest since Dan." He was like, "All right, you got to roll."
She was not the target that week either. She was not the target.
Yo, he's the GOAT in my opinion, man. I'm sorry. Shout to Dan, but yo, that's all I can say, man.
The best part about it is that everybody in the house was on the same page. Derek has my back, including Derek. He was like, yo, Derek's got Derek's back. Yeah. Like, everybody has Derek's back, too. And he was just like, I'm just going to walk out of here with 500K. And it's crazy how, like, he had a Final 2 deal with everybody, and nobody even noticed. And for weeks, everybody's been saying, Derek hasn't been on the block. Like, everybody.
That's what I'm saying. People are saying that.
And he still doesn't go on the block. It's it's crazy. It's just like surreal. I can't even believe it. It's either like he's really smart or they're really stupid. It might be a combination of both. It's just it's masterful.
I haven't seen anything like this since Max Julian. Like Word is Born. Like this is really like pimp level work right here, man.
Think about this. There's only one thing that could put a wrench in this whole thing, and we know it's not Victoria. Cody in his speech when he let Beast Mode go, because Derek said we gotta let him go. No, we gotta take him out. We gotta let him go. So when Cody was letting Beast Mode go for Derek, his speech, in my opinion, was kind of intelligent, because
absolutely,
I think he leveled the playing field a little bit by making sure he told them that Derek and I have been working together since day 2. So once Beast Mode, he knows he's emotional, so once he goes into the jury house, he might try to turn people against Derek, or at the very least, he might tell everybody, yo, these guys, we thought it was Derek, but Cody's been in it with them, so if by chance these people don't do the emotional vote and they do the respect vote, Cody might get more respect, because they might think now that he was a bigger part of Derek's whole master plan.
No, if Cody is smart. But here's the thing, though.
Get Derek out.
Yo, one of them should kick each other out. Like, I mean, I doubt it'll happen, but one of them should. Victoria can't beat any. Victoria. Yo, I can beat Victoria right now. I can walk in the house right now and beat her in the final 2.
Yo.
Saving Victoria is like a guarantee for 500K. It doesn't make any sense not to save Victoria, in my opinion. Even if you have a final 2 deal with somebody, it's just a guaranteed $500,000. Nobody is voting for Victoria.
Yo, when you give your speech, you don't have to say anything. You just point at her like, y'all gonna pick her, really? You can get with this, or you can get with that.
No, yeah. So I think it's in the best. I mean, we all know that it's in the best interest of either one of these guys to stab the other in the back right now and take Victoria. And if Cody does that, I'm gonna have to start looking at him differently, because it could be a situation where Cody was allowing Derek to run everything, and he was getting his pipping on until it was time to stab Derek in the back. Then we had to give Cody some props. I still wouldn't put him GOAT level, but I think
Cody he doesn't have that in him.
Yo, he said he ain't got it in him?
If that was the case, he'd have went at Frankie when he was HOH like 3 weeks ago. So
yeah,
I don't
but
think
about this though. I mean,
but I still think he may not have had it the whole to ruffle feathers at that point.
He may not have had it in him the whole time, but he may be waking up late, because he been beasting lately in the competitions as well. So if he made that move,
once you see that 500K right in your hands, I can see that.
Yeah, but the pimp got him though. It's too late. He turned out.
The only thing that makes me think, okay, Cody isn't that smart, is because he's still in the diary room talking about Derek.
Yo, he said, I only have to be loyal to Derek. Yo, he's like Olivia, man. He's lost and turned out right now, man.
Unless he's smart enough to play.
I was thinking that same thing, Jimmy.
Yo, he's like Olivia right now. He's done for him, man. Lost and turned out.
So, what do you guys think about Frankie's little last-ditch effort to stay in the house?
That was corny. And I liked the way Frankie played. You know, well, not the entire game. Some of the stuff was nonsense, but I thought he was cool. But that was corny. Like, I'm the most powerful. Like,
yeah, it started off cool until he did the turn up Helen routine. Like, you know, who will win the 500K, right? So then,
Helen did that when she had power, not when she was on her way out, though.
Because Caleb normally.
Yo, he lost Caleb. He lost Caleb as a friend right there when he did that. Like, you didn't mess with him no more.
Did you see? Because Caleb hit him with Russell Westbrook. Like, what?
Y'all schmiggity stripping.
Yo, shout out to Caleb though for playing a all too loyal game.
Right.
Like I call him Born Identity. You just punch in the mission and he's on the road just ready to do work for you. He's a straight goon.
I'm not gonna front. I gotta keep it real with y'all. Like I love the show. I really felt bad for dude. Yo, like he's like no disrespect. He's like a dog. My man was extra loyal. Like watching him, and then he kept talking about loyalty. It was it was difficult to watch for me. It was like watching a snuff film. It was like, yo,
that loyalty talk though. That was because he knew.
I mean, he definitely
so
knew.
He had to try to appeal to their sensitive.
But even his mom said, like, yeah, he's loyal to a fault. That's the
and she called him a liar.
Yeah.
Well, no, what she said was that if you tell a story, he's going to tell a better story than you. Not necessarily that he's lying,
Mr. Me
but
Too.
he just wants his story to be better than your story. So.
Yeah, his pop said he straight made
his dad called him. I don't know if his mom did, but his dad called him a liar. He said, "Yeah, that story about the dog."
I know.
This is what I don't understand. If you're gonna go in there and embellish stories about outside the house, why the hell wouldn't you tell anybody a lie in the game to help you out? Because I mean, y'all knew that Caleb was only going to get to a certain point. Loyalty and Big Brother doesn't mix, so it was just a matter of time. We were just waiting. Whenever they don't need this dog to sick people with anymore, he's gone.
Like money and blood.
Big Brother and win by telling the truth. FOH, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the best part was when Derek convinced Caleb to put Frankie on the block. That was the moment that you knew Caleb wasn't winning right there. The moment that he basically sent Frankie home by putting him on the block in the final five.
Yo, but why? Like it made no sense. Like Frankie said Derek hasn't been up. It didn't even matter that he said that.
Because Derek had the crazy theory that the way Derek did it is he had this crazy theory that what did he say? If Frankie won POV, he could take Victoria off, and then it would be Cody and Derek on the block, and then they'd have to have one of them.
Yo,
and Caleb was like, yeah, that's
just like tonight, right? Just like tonight, he said, "I'm gonna give you 2 chances by putting you up next to her, so you both can play, and then you can win the power of veto." They give you 2 chances. Like what? He comes up with this stuff.
Hey Jimmy, yo. I'm not like, see, that's what you like when you say loyalty to a fault, because there's no way in hell that I am volunteering for the last nomination. Like, you're not, if you're gonna put me up, put me up. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna just show your true colors, but I'm not volunteering to go on the block. You know, when in the final 4, it's just not gonna happen.
Yo, man.
Well, it wasn't even really a volunteer because Derek asked Cody if he wanted to go up. So there was nobody else left, right?
Yeah, but
he didn't know that. He didn't know that.
So it wasn't even a volunteer. He was forced into it. There was nobody else left.
But he didn't know that though.
Regardless.
He didn't know that.
Caleb didn't know that he'd already spoken to Cody about not going on the block.
He didn't know that.
Yeah, Derek didn't tell him that. Derek told us before we talked to him, like, watch this. We're gonna put him up, but I have to make him think that it was his idea or he volunteered. I need him to volunteer. He went to him. It took less than 5 seconds, and the dude volunteered.
Yo, Olivia.
That's just stupid.
You got to put me up, though. I'm not volunteering.
Olivia, man.
He got some of that. Got some of that Roy Jones in him too. He must have got his bootstraps a couple times. Parrish, what do you think about all this?
I don't understand how Victoria hasn't realized that she's been played this whole game. Like, she's still playing for Derek. I don't get it. Like, that whole little argument, I don't understand how it helped her.
Benefits her in no way.
Nowhere.
The only thing I can think of is this, right? Because she seems to still think that even after Cody said what he said, that Derek and her are still on the team, and Cody's the one that's mistaken, right? Now you do win money. You do win money for second place. What second place get, like 50 grand, something like that?
Yeah.
So I guess the way she figures is, look, either one of them take me, they both could beat me, and I'm gonna get 50 G's.
Have you noticed with like every competition, she's in the diary room and she's like talking about how easy it is and how well she's doing, yet she's never won anything?
Hold on, though.
In these diary sessions,
Victoria was smart. You would think maybe her angle. If Victoria was smart, you think maybe her angle could be like, I never won anything, and I'm still in the final 2, so I should win 500K because I had no control whatsoever. and somehow I still made it all the way here.
She's cocky about
She
it.
might try that. She might try that.
Her
It
jump
ain't
should
gonna
be
work,
look.
but-
They can beat me.
Like Derek really has her believing she's the strongest girl because she's the last one there. Like
Yeah.
he
She
really
said-
has her believing that.
And it's
Harris,
exactly the opposite.
She said at the end of the show, I'm still the last girl standing. If you're the last
crazy.
girl, then how is that? How is there potential for that to change?
Free Joey.
I'm still the last.
Derek made Victoria believe legitimately that there was like an award for being the last girl standing. He was like, "Yeah, you're like the last girl." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. Like that's great. Like you don't win nothing for that."
I'm telling y'all, Victoria has her eyes on 50 G's. That's as simple as that. Her eyes is on the 50 G's. She gave up on the 500,000.
Which is pretty
now,
good. considering
I'm about to say
nothing off.
now. Right, Hutch.
I was just gonna say, which is pretty good considering she didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
So 50 G's is nice.
Yo, she spent a couple months and got 50 G's.
Yep.
I think, her eyes have to be on it now because, she might realize one of these guys have to take me, but she's been, like, smacked in the diary room for a much longer time, and she's been the biggest string-along in Big Brother history. Now, if the string-along does net her 50 G's, then all
She's the
props.
greatest floater ever.
It's not even, but with her, it wasn't even a float. She was just being used.
She was just there.
Yeah, exactly. Like floaters, at least floaters jump from side to side as a strategy. Like she
just, I don't know what to call her. She got even a new name for what she did.
Yeah, she floating like Sandra Bullock out in space. Like she just
that movie was terrible.
Yeah, she's not a floater. She's just a follower. She's just like, Derek, show me the way.
She's just like, I'm just gonna sit here. Give me my instructions.
NGS disciple.
That's what she,
I mean, if you
just
could
a vote.
get
She was a
this
vote.
far without doing nothing, without winning anything, with just
She's the
going
biggest winner
along
of all.
whatever, why would you even try? Why would she even try hard now? Like, I mean,
Well,
it's
now,
pointless to even
now
try
she
now.
should try hard because
If she wins in the final
500 is right
competition,
there.
I'm gonna laugh.
That would be the
Yeah,
greatest
that
thing in
500 is
television
yeah.
history.
For the last 3 weeks, I've been rooting for Victoria.
Hey,
Yeah,
Frank,
I'm rooting for
Frank,
Victoria
me
just
too.
for entertainment purposes.
Me too, Frank. Me too. I definitely am.
I thought she
Victoria
was
win
gonna
is a
win
Derek
the,
win, definitely.
I thought she was going to win the 1-8-2. She started out, her and Cody were tied with the before and after. She was doing pretty well for a while, and then she kind of fell off, and I was like, Victoria's going to win this. And I was going to be pure entertainment.
You thought the Victoria's gonna win? Come on.
For a second. But no, it was like she got like the first 4 questions right. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But win though.
Story.
I know.
First of all, I want to talk about that competition real quick. I forgot about that. The audience helped Derek out in that competition. I tweeted about it. A couple of people that I don't know tweeted me back and went back and watched it. When he stepped on that competition, the audience, because the other two, he was the only one on the wrong answer, and the audience kind of reacted. And I swear he heard him, and he backed up to the right answer, and then ended up winning the competition.
Because he got that.
Julian never seen about it.
I'm afraid
He got the audience too.
He got
they
that.
was like, no.
He got that Prince type glimmer over people, man. Like I don't even want to be in the same room with Derek, man. Like he got that glimmer, man.
We probably had the audience for a while.
Yo, the audience is good for Derek's game too.
I know what I'm saying. He up there playing
Everybody's good with
Jedi mind tricks. You do want to.
Didn't something like that happen earlier in the season where the audience reacted to something and they had to like go to a commercial break or something? Am I confusing that with something else? Because I swore that happened before.
Oh no.
No, that was Master Chef. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I 100% agree with Jimmy. Like, I don't want to be alone with Derek at all. Just have you convinced like you committed a crime that you didn't commit. Like, maybe I did rob that liquor store.
Yo, imagine him in an interrogation room on his cases.
It's crazy.
Jedi mind tricks on the criminals.
Yeah, what's his
Confessing
closure rate,
stuff
yo?
they didn't even do.
Yeah, his conviction rate is probably crazy.
So he probably have people who didn't commit a crime say, well, I need Derek to meet his quota.
Yo,
I'm gonna go ahead.
yeah, they need to send Derek to Chicago to clean up the city, man.
They're gonna be volunteering to go to jail. Like, yeah, I'll do that 5 to 10. Derek got my back. Derek got my back.
Officer Derek got my back.
My final thoughts are back to this greatest of all time thing. I definitely think it's arguable for Derek right now. I think a win would solidify it, but I think he's gonna win because even though I gave you all that scenario with Cody, I personally don't think he's that smart, but we'll see.
Yo, the only way Cody wins is
any win right now is a Derek win. They're gonna take him.
Listen, Cody can win my respect and everything. If he makes the biggest move in years in Big Brother, and somehow just says, "Yo, I'm taking Victoria," that would be
biggest ever.
That would be epic, yo.
Because out of the 3 left, he has the edge. He has the advantage as far as winning a competition.
I mean,
I don't know what kind of.
Derek seemed like he lost like 150 pounds since being in the house. Like
I said that yesterday. Like
Derek getting in shape in the house. Yeah, who knows, man?
And he cut his Derek.
And the final 3 competition is usually an endurance competition. So
the first one.
I was about to say it's usually all of them. It's endurance and then something you got to think on. So
Victoria's out either way.
Yeah, Victoria. Right. She might win the first of the 3 competitions just to get everybody excited.
She wasted her time in there. Why is she even there still? Maybe they can run triz on her or something.
Yeah, I mean, she eye candy for the dudes at this point.
No, she's not. She only got nobody.
Paris, what else they got to look at?
Yo, Paris got something. Paris, you got something personal against Victoria. You've been hating on her since week 1.
No.
She a moron, but she ain't bad on the eyes. She bad on the ears.
Dumb.
Yo, shout out to Dev because he came up with the greatest term ever for the Big Brother house, summer camp sexy. Ever since you said that, I've been thinking
hey Frank, man, that's my
one. Jimmy.
Oh, it was Jimmy. I thought it was Dev. That's not bad.
I'm just saying. Hashtag. You know what I mean?
Ever since you said that, I've been thinking about that since Nicole and Victoria the same way. I've been looking at Victoria like I never found her attractive at all, and then she was the only girl left in the house, and I was like, you know what? She's not that bad.
Yo, I'm telling you, you go to summer camp, you're there long enough, you fall in love with some creatures, boy.
Speaking of that,
no doubt.
Did Cody ever say anything about liking Nicole or anything? Because what was that big when Hayden was, "Hey Cody," and he kissed her? What was that about? Like,
I didn't understand that either.
I don't think Cody ever said anything about liking Nicole or anything.
I just think Cody got every dude in the house insecure about their girl or their crush. Cody just got it like that.
Yo, hold on though. Last thing I want to say.
It's really only fitting. It's fitting, Jimmy, that he got beast mode out because at one point Cody was scared for his life around here.
Yeah. And that's the last thing I want to say before we start wrapping up is that listen, Amber, if you're out there, be careful. That's all I'm gonna say.
Stalker, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. And how did Caleb not win that competition? Come on, dude.
Right.
No.
Well, he ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, so if he has to actually use some brain power, he's going to have a problem.
So basically, then you're saying if the game was truly, like if they put something in the house for him to stalk, he would have won that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He would have triumphed magnificently, but he had to actually think. So it kind of threw him off, and he said it. He said he wasn't good with that kind of stuff.
Yo, shout out to Caleb for inventing Judy Shop because that is hilarious to me for some reason. I don't know why. I die laughing every time. Every time he said I die laughing. Get a Judy Shop, not judo. Judy Shop.
You gonna get that money, man. I want to see Beast Mode get that daggone diesel truck.
Yeah. Daggone Padres. Him and his Padres.
A Padre. He was a Padre. Send him out the door.
And that's what was crazy too. Out of all the catchphrases he does have, he said, "Yeah, my catchphrase heard that," and he's never said that.
And y'all know what Derek was doing? He was just being NGS. Yeah, he said it all the time. Derek just covering bases, man. He's just covering all his bases.
The GOAT, man. Yo, we ain't worthy, man. I'm telling you, man. Got the whole house into Olivia's, man.
All right, man. So we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll be back at y'all next week, I guess, for finale.
The finale.
Thank
see
God.
Derek walk off with his 500K. Yeah, I feel you, Dina. It's getting kind of.
Yeah, it does it every year. Towards the end, you be like, damn.
Yeah, I'm just ready for it to be over.
But the game is played in a way where the house guests think you have to play it. That's why I always say Frank's idea is a great one. Like next year, they should just make sure that everybody they choose has never seen the show before or is not a fan of the show, and they should reinforce it with lie detector tests to make sure you're telling the truth. Because we need a new crop of people who don't know the game. You don't go in with any preconceived strategies, and the house vote will probably disappear if you actually get new people in there.
I got a better idea.
It'll go back to being pure.
I got a better idea.
It'll be pure.
I got a better idea. The whole game should be played.
Cancel
with
this
nothing.
shit? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, hold on. The whole game should be played with illegal immigrants, and the person that wins gets to stay.
No, they're gonna be killing everybody in there, cuz. They're gonna die the first
It's gonna be
night.
like the Hunger Games in the Big Brother house.
The first night.
Yeah.
Tell me you're gonna be entertained though. Are you not entertained though?
They're gonna die.
We
That would
definitely
never
gotta
make
be
it
out
on network TV, Jimmy. Never.
Yo, that'd be
Big Brother
amazing.
Evidence After Dark. Like,
Y'all going to hell.
legal aliens after dark.
Y'all are going to hell.
Go recruit up Home Depot.
Hell.
All right, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Yo, for a record, we love illegal aliens. For real. We think everybody should get a chance. I ain't with all that border stuff. All right, man. Might not be no
I
coming
think
back.
we need a disclaimer on this one too, Jimmy. Disclaimer this one.
Like, the thoughts of Jimmy Williams.
Y'all front. Y'all know y'all be tuned in though.
You be like, the laughter of the rest of the crew is just that. Just laughter.
Yeah, no.
CBS got the
It's
check.
not
That's
affirmation.
a laugh track. That's not really us laughing. That's a laugh
Word.
track.
Yeah. Jimmy edited it this way. He made it look like that.
Oh my
The
God.
laughter you see right now, we're laughing at jokes from like earlier in the season. He just all right, man. We gotta get out on that note, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. Make sure you like the video. Leave some comments. Tell us what you want to see, how you want to see the game improve, or what can be done to make the game improve.
Y'all like
See
my
if we can
idea
come
or
up with a
no?
better idea than Jimmy. Come up with a better idea than Jimmy. If not, we might have to pitch that to CBS and see what happens.
Let's go.
All right, so we'll see y'all for finale. So, like we always tell you guys, don't accept mediocrity and be steadfast in the war against ignorance.
We'll see you chumps on top.
Bomb
Jack
squad.
Diesel truck.
Heard that.
It's the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.